Take two. So,
Sorry, I had the OBS settings wrong.
So we recorded it. We recorded a about 10 minutes right now of the intro, and I realized
The mic isn't in,
so take two.
Take two. Welcome
Everybody
to
What's up,
Stream on
everyone?
Stream.
To the SOSO podcast, where it's a catch up of what we did during this month. I had a really funny joke about having, you guys missed it, but I had a really funny joke about having 2 dogs, Anu being cloned, had to be there. So sorry about that. You guys missed another moment of hilarity of Blluist. But anyways, holiday Christmas tree up, but this is the November episode. Don't get tricked. This is like the Twilight Zone. It's crazy. Don't worry about it. What's up? We're Blluist, and this is the month of November and what was going on in our lives.
Yeah. So for those of you who haven't been on stream, we did get another dog.
Yes.
I don't remember if she was in our previous podcast, but this is Mimi.
The balded head right there.
Hi?
So Mimi
This is Mimi.
she came into
This
our
is
family
Anu.
as Ku, but is now Mimi.
Yeah.
It's a reference. She's a princess, so
She's a princess.
spoiled princess dog, and it reminded us of Mimi from Digimon. So that's where we got the name. They're eating each other. So by the end of the
They're licking each
podcast,
other,
we're gonna
yeah.
have one dog. But
Don't eat him.
anyways, how was the month of November for you?
It kind of went by pretty fast for me. I don't really remember November. We did have a Friendsgiving that we went to. That was fun. I've been working on a lot of like personal stuff off stream, so that kind of took up time too. But yeah, other than that, I don't really remember too much of it, to be honest. What happened in November?
November was
It went by so fast.
There was some Friendsgiving stuff that we went to, and that was always those kind of experiences are so foreign to me. It's been happening actually since we started streaming, because we've made a lot more friends that are part of that kind of Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving culture. This one had nothing to do with any of our content creator friends this year around, but still, just so much food that I never ever encounter when I'm just living in Japan, and it was
really good.
Yeah, they were like, "You guys want to take some stuff home?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"How much can I take home?" But it was a blast. It's really cool to be able to be. It's a really wholesome moment. You don't get too many moments. Like, you hang out with friends or just hanging out with us. It's like, yeah, okay, this is fine, it's normal. But it's like out of the ordinary wholesome.
Yeah.
In moments like that. So it's hard to, I don't know. It's been nice to kind of experience.
Yeah.
Especially at a time where it's winter time. Us personally, we don't really do so well in the winter when it comes to our mindset. It's the end of the year. Everything starts to kind of slow down in all different kinds of ways. It's like everything slows down, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff we have to think about. So it's almost like a mismatch with the brain and the body, and it's
there's a lot of stuff just off stream that happens during these kind of months. A lot of family stuff, friend stuff, and all that. So, but sorry, I was looking through my calendar just now, and there was a few things. So we got her this month, or in November. There was a little it says we officially got her this month in November. So I think she was here in the other episode.
Okay.
But she wasn't officially ours.
We just stole her at that point, and then
she's officially ours, and her
we
name
stole
is
her.
Mimi.
They found us, and then they said you can keep her. So.
Yeah. And then I also went to a wagashi making thing with my friend, where you make Japanese sweets by hand. It was kind of you make it with these little tools, and they give you unko, which is what made out of red bean paste. And you make little shapes. I made a flower. My friend made a hedgehog, but that was really fun. I want to go again.
You guys been going to a lot of these like handicraft places and just exhibits, and you guys have.
Because recently we went to like a Japanese embroidery exhibition.
Yeah.
Which there was like a little like booth you can try it yourself, and I definitely want to start it, but I'm kind of conflicted because I don't know what I would make with that. So.
And then you came home that day and you said, or we met up later during that day, and you started looking at. Usually you'd be looking at kimonos on your phone, but you were looking at yet another craft station for Japanese embroidery, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm still kind of conflicted on whether to start it or not. I want to, but at the same time, it might be more like a selfish thing. I don't know if I can make anything with it.
The question with Kumihimo was like, oh, should I start it? And I was like, yeah, go for it. This time it was like, should I get the expensive one or the cheaper one? Like, it wasn't even like, oh, okay, she's like, I was like, oh, you're like dead set to start on
I was, but now I don't know. So we'll see. Because with Kumihimo, it's like things that we can use. With the Japanese embroidery, I have to actually think of a use for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm still in a stage where it's like, I don't know if I should spend the money to get it or not.
My jackets have space for pins, if that's a use for it.
I don't know if I can make pins with that.
Oh, it's not a pin thing?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's different from French embroidery, where it's like, I mean, if you want me to embroider your jacket, I can. Like you have to like straight on it. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Okay, so it's not like you make one thing and then pop it out.
No, it's like an art piece.
Okay.
Basically. So, I don't know.
That's cool. So some of you guys also might have noticed, if you're watching the audio, the visual one, the YouTube version of this podcast, that we have a little banner up here, right here, torch. If you've been on the stream, you guys might have heard us mentioning it. We have a command for it, but or if on socials we've posted it before. But there's a brand in Japan called Torch. They do licensed merchandise for From Software games and more, but mainly From Software. They got a store in Shibuya Parko. They're a brand that Blue and I have just been in love with for a while, and I'm wearing their shirt right now. But we've officially started working with them, and we do their like models. We model for their new line. Recently, Blue and I did the modeling for their newest Armored Core shirt that they had. It was like a Parko 50-year anniversary collab shirt, and we did the models for that. And we get to talk to the people a lot, and we're like, they do international shipping. A lot of people they love the Soul series, and it's pretty rare. There are some brands out there, and people do that in official merchandise, but the way that this guy does it, the way that this brand does it, is kind of made sense to us the most, even before we started working with them. And also, the dude is just a passionate man. Like he's so into. He has all the art books. He has like all these. He
loves these franchises. Yeah. Like he's in love with all of them.
Yeah, I think like whenever we talk, it's always like the first thing that we talk about was like,
did you play the new Armor Core?
Yeah. He's like, I can't beat it. And like, it's a rule for him that he has to beat the game before he makes before he even asks From Software for the license for that specific IP. So, or character or whatever it is. Because he doesn't believe that he needs to understand it. He needs to understand the lore. He needs to understand the aesthetic completely by playing the game. And just stuff like that, we are on the same wavelength about that kind of stuff, and it just they have an online store for international shipping, but he's like, we don't know how to promote that, and it might be a small thing, but I was like, is it okay if we put a banner on our, if that helps at all? We have most 99% of our viewers are they speak English, and so.
And a lot of them are From Software fans.
Yeah, a lot of people know us or like us through that, so we would love to promote it. So it's just like it made sense, and that's why that's the banner here. If you're in Japan, they do have a store in Parko. If not, there's an online store. Go check it out. It's they're just amazing. So, and I think it's like the first time we've ever really worked with a company outside of like, we've had really cool moments and streams where we did sponsored streams for a game or for games, but we've never had something outside of Blluist with a company that's like, we go to the office, we talk to them, we get to see all the new stuff, and then it's just like, it's the first time that it's ever, and like we 100% believe in this company, and so we don't, if you're on the stream, we don't really like, we might like meme around and talk about products that we see online or something that you guys show us or talk about on the stream, but we've never really like just hard push something, just had, you know, a banner of something that we actually we did before, but it was it's a little different. This one's like, yeah, something that we really believe in, so, and we know the people behind it 100% and all that stuff, so that's why the banner's there and it's here to stay. And they didn't even ask for it. I was like, can we do that?
We asked them if we could,
because we want to help out. It's like, as big as it is and successful, it's like a super small team.
Yeah.
So,
and it's only successful in Japan, so we're like, you're kidding me? There's people definitely outside of Japan who would love all this stuff too. So
yeah, and it's
even with our small reach, we thought, you know, maybe we can start the process of reaching out to, you know, outside Japan.
Hell yeah. So that's what that banner is. So that's also a new thing that we've kind of like we had to be on the down low of it, because like the shoot, we shot a really big photo shoot, I think, before the Armored Core thing. I think it was in the summer. And during the summertime, we just kind of had to lay low. It wasn't really out, and I don't think a lot of those photos are out yet, but it's, you know, they were like, so we sent in all these photos, right? And they were like, okay, these photos are good, I like them, I'm gonna send them to FromSoft to see if we can get an okay. And I was like, holy shit, like that moment, like, it's not like our streams or anything, it's very separate from our streams, but it is still like, oh my god, they're gonna see like Blue and me like wearing their, you know, they made these guys, they made Mikolash, they made these, you know, they made, you know, Amygdala, they made like, and I'm wearing their shirt or something, and then it's just like, and they okayed it. So I was just like, that was like a cool moment. That was a cool gamer moment for me, in a very different way than I think a lot of people experience it. It's a little bit of a different angle.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like, and then when we went to TGS, apparently we went on one of the business days, but the first business day, we went on the second business day. First business day, when Torch had their booth, the people from the Bloodborne team was there, and they really liked the photos.
I know, I wish we went the first day, just so we can meet the Bloodborne team. That would have been so cool.
So, I don't know. It's not anything that, you know, we're not like directly connected to FromSoft or anything, but it is just like, we get to be connected through a brand that we love. We love clothes too, so it's just, everything just like match. It was a match. And I still remember my first purchase from Torch was on stream. I was like, this Sekiro shirt, it looks fucking sick, and then I bought it on stream. So it was it's pretty cool how things kind of like, you know,
come full circle.
Yeah. It's a very full circle moment. Absolutely right. Yeah. That's why that's there. That's something that's big, that kind of, for us, and hopefully for you guys too, that happened during this month. We did have another photo shoot that is public now.
Yeah, so I did the Cyberpunk nonsense collab. More than just a photo shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, the jacket, the Davis jacket, was designed by me, and the sweatpants that's gonna be released was designed by me. So the really cool reflective jacket is yours truly, from my head, from my id. But yeah, I also did the styling for the shoot as well. We took it in like a cool cyberpunk bar, and then the second location was outside with a really cool car, which I don't really know the car. Sorry, I'm not a car person, but it looks futuristic and it looks like it's a car from the game. So it was really cool because it was this guy. I don't even know how the team reached out to him, but It was just this dude with a really cool car.
It reminds me of like, because especially with that one's an official collaboration with Edge Runners, right? It gave me like a flashback because I was actually part of the shoot too. I can say this now because they.
Yeah, you did the econ shoot for us.
So like on the website, I'll be on the website, like the website photos of the clothes. Yeah. And just wearing it, seeing the stuff. I don't know. While we were doing that shoot, I had this flashback moment of you playing, or we streamed Cyberpunk when it first came out. The day it came out because you were really excited for it, right?
Yeah.
And with the updates and stuff, there's a lot like the game is more. It's kind of like I think in general the game had a bad kind of rep when it first came out.
But they've done so good making it better.
But you were the one person that I knew that was like on that hill, like, no, this game fucking rules, okay? And like you just kept pushing and you kept playing it, and it was like you just loved the game, the aesthetic, the system and everything so well that it kind of like whenever people it was like a thing. If you were on the internet at the time when the game came out, it was almost like this, yeah, Cyberpunk sucks, was kind of like the mentality. It's different now, especially with the DLC and whatnot, but it was kind of a general thing to make fun of the game. And every time you were that one person like, no, the game rules, like I love that game, like I understand that the bugs are there, but I personally really like it. And
the game was good enough that I didn't care about the glitches. I didn't care about the bugs. I didn't care that in the opening scene you see V T-posing. Like I don't care. Like it's not. I get it, because like it's really obvious that team has so much love and care into it. It's just they got rushed, and it's so obvious that the only problem is that they were rushed to completion. So I knew, because of how amazing that team is with their history with Witcher and whatnot as well, that I knew they were gonna fix it later on anyway. So that's why I wasn't really worried. Like I wasn't really like I didn't care that it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, no, and I'm not trying to like hash back because these conversations go nowhere, especially on the internet, and it's a nightmare. But because it's not based on facts, right? Because you can come out and say, well, if I'm paying $80 for a game, like all that bullshit, like forget that. Yeah. Like I'm not interested in that. I just wanted to. It just reminded me of those days. Like, man,
I was obsessed.
That was another full circle moment where I was like, holy crap! It was like you and like 3 other people that were like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this game, and it was this social climate or like online climate where it was kind of hard to say that.
Yeah.
But you were like, no, I really like this game. I really like, and everyone was like, really? And then slowly with the updates it got better. And I was like, and now you're designing for the anime for it, and then you design the clothes, and then we're taking the pictures. Like it was like, holy shit, this is another full circle moment.
I mean, that's why like for the photo shoot, I had got my hair done. Like
that was awesome.
I paid out of pocket for that. Like it wasn't part of the shoot or anything. It wasn't like they didn't tell me to go do it. I just said, you know what? If I'm gonna be part of Cyberpunk, I want my hair done. So I went to my hairdresser at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, and I think
to get my hair done just for that shoot, because I want maybe it was selfish because I'm the one styling the shoot too, right? But it's like if I'm gonna model for it, then I want to put everything I can into it because it is a collaboration that I really care about. So
yeah, like I played Cyberpunk way after you did because on a completely separate note, I worked on some like freelance stuff that's not for the base anime, but kind of like supplementary
interviews and
for
stuff.
It. And so with the translation side, so after that I got interested and played Cyberpunk after a lot of the updates. Fantastic. It was just I had a really good time playing it.
Yeah, I remember you kept asking me, what's a San de Vista?
Yeah, I thought they were saying something else and I wasn't able to hear it, but it was like, oh, that's a name of a thing, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then so after playing it and then seeing the photo shoot, I was like, that was like, Cyberpunk is not just like, it's like trendy, that aesthetic, right? There's a trendy aesthetic, and I want to say this as somebody that saw the photos, I'm not part of that shoot. I'm part of the shoot afterwards, where it's just the clothes. I'm talking about the aesthetic of like the actual photo shoot with the cars and all that, it's like, okay, this person likes cyberpunk. If they didn't just take this trend of like these neon red, blue, pink colors and just do a photo shoot with cool people. Like there was a lot of like moments, or like the fact that you made your hair like that is so like, it shows that you understand and you actually like that kind of world aesthetic game. And I think that's what's important, rather than somebody that takes a trend of like cyberpunk and then this aesthetic, this like Neo Tokyo aesthetic, and then just, puts on whatever and then just takes the shoot. And I think I just know that everybody involved in it, the production side of it, are gamers. Or they're into games. Yeah. So they understand it, and it's like...
Yeah. They all understood the project.
Yeah, which is why I really like it, instead of just random purple lights. Like random purple lights in darkness, and this is cyberpunk now. And I think that's what I really liked about that, from outside looking in, because I wasn't part of that. So it was just, that's why I thought it was really, really cool. And it was just like a really good balance with like the models too. Like I thought it was, all the photos aren't out yet, right? Because the drop itself isn't out yet, but dude, it's sick. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I didn't really choose too much of like the background. All I did was just style the clothing. That's all I did for that shoot, and model, of course. But
that's huge. That the aesthetic is one thing of like the setting and whatnot, but the styling, I think, really
just paired the clothes together,
makes or breaks it. So, but that was a cool thing that you did. Coming back to streaming, we got a lot of Black Friday stuff. So we opened Exhibit A, the Christmas tree, right behind us, if you're watching the video version. And then we got an air fryer for the first time. So we'll be doing that. We'll be using more of that. We used it a little bit, and this place still smells like fried chicken. But we'll be using more of that for the holiday feast stream, hopefully. We haven't really decided. We'll probably do it in here. But because we have enough space now. And if we do it over there, the dogs are just going to eat everything and burn their noses. So we'll do it here.
They might still burn their noses here. We have to be careful.
That's true.
Their reach is long.
So we're going to do that. But in regards to the stream, I'll be honest, I haven't really thought about it. We did the Pokemon. We finished Pokemon. Permadeath. Finally. So I can not think about that. Losing to the boss again. But yeah, that was really fun. It just kind of like made me realize how much I like that game. And now, this probably should be saved for the December podcast, because we streamed it in December, which is actually, we streamed it yesterday. But we started playing Dragon Quest, and I want to talk about Dragon Quest. That's a game that I've been like, I played the original Game Boy one. There's a lot of DS ones that came out during the years, but this is the first time Dragon Quest Monsters is coming to the West. So it's not even called Dragon Quest Monsters 3, it's just called Dragon Quest Monsters
Dark Prince.
The Dark Prince. And a couple things. One is that we played 8 hours of it, or 7 hours of it so far. We haven't played the full game. Yesterday was our first day. 7 hours. Holy fuck, the game rules.
The game is a lot of fun.
It's really addicting. It's just like, it's a really fun stream game too. And I'll be honest, I haven't been thinking about streaming for a bit. Like I had an imp stream where I found like a TTS thing where it reads everything in chat without people having to pay money, and I thought, okay, this would be a funny toy to like hang out with. The imp stream had a blast doing that, but imp streams are a little bit different for me. I don't have to think about anything. I just find a little gadget or a little gimmick, and then, or like something online that I find, I was like, oh, I'll try to use that for an imp stream and just hang out for like an hour or two. But like, when it comes to picking a game, when it comes to picking what to do, there's a discussion that happens between me and Blue, and we have to think about, well, we try not to do it too much anymore, but it could be the winter time. We kind of talk about it more recently, like, okay, this game was fun, but it didn't do so well. So what can we do to kind of combat that. Do more IRL streams maybe here and there, or we've been thinking about that kind of stuff. I think it's very normal. Dragon Quest Monsters, in terms of that conversation, should be a big ass no. In the sense that nobody knows what it is. It's not like it's not
a big
hype.
Franchise in outside of Japan.
Outside of Japan. But it's a game that I've never played the new one, so I don't know if it's actually good or not, but I just love the old one, and it has so many elements that I think people would enjoy. But I don't have that kind of like influence to like just say that and people come. So that was like in the context of like, okay, what game should we do? We kind of held back on Dragon Quest for a bit, for a couple days. But then it's like, it's either that or I play it off stream, and I was like, there's no way. So we started streaming it, and at least the first day, it kind of revitalized it pumped me up streaming that game. People were interested. They didn't understand it at first. There were a couple of comments are like, is this like a Pokemon ripoff? Which is completely, I understand that, because the first time that they don't know the history of Dragon Quest Monsters or Dragon Quest in general. And so it's just like we get to like be like, no, this is like this new thing. This is a new version. This is actually Dragon Quest 3 in Japan.
It came out before Pokemon, right?
It came out in 98. I'm not really sure when Pokemon came out, but Dragon Quest has been around
for decades.
It's not about evolving, it's about synthesis. So you combine two monsters to create a baby monster, but it's stronger in stats, and then it's just like it's a very new, I think it's a very refreshing type of monster game, monster RPG or pet RPG or whatever you want to call it. And you could tell, or at least I felt, that the more people watch, people were like getting into it. And it's really hard to tell when people are into a game, unless it's a horror game. Unless it's a horror game, it's really hard to tell, because we can only gauge things through chat. And that's just how we gauge things. And I was expecting it to be a lot more quiet than for a game like that, and I was just expecting that. That's just the thing. That was more of like, Monsters is more of like a DQ Monsters is more of like a I just want to play type thing. And it's just, we've been doing a lot of that recently, so let's just do it. And the results are results, and we see it and we go, okay, well, maybe we should do something that's a little bit more, engaging with people. So I thought this was going to be another one of those, but at least the first day was like, people were really into it. I think people are trying to find, I know some people are like, oh, I got the demo. I got, I'm trying out now. Big monsters are cute. It's pretty expensive. It's a full price game.
Yeah.
But I might go ahead and get it. Like, it's, and then there's some people that were always just fans of it. Like, oh, nice, man. Like, you're fucking playing this game, And I can see, like, on socials and on Twitch that Square Enix, I think it might be America or wherever, they're actually gifting out codes to a lot of like smaller content creators.
Oh, really?
To promote the game. And that would be insane. Just to put this into perspective, for Square Enix to give out codes to streamers, they don't even give codes to the top streamers in Japan with an IP as strong and big as Dragon Quest. That's like giving that would be like, even they even do that with Final Fantasy too. Square Enix in the West is a lot more lenient with like giving out codes.
Yeah, they don't do that here.
Yeah, to promote it, but like it's like Pokemon giving out codes to streamers of like that aren't bringing in like thousands and thousands of viewers. Like that's the kind of like that's the kind of size Dragon Quest is in Japan. And But I did see a lot of Western people like doing sponsor streams for it, and I hope they enjoyed it. And it's just like we're really enjoying it. It kind of like pumped me up to stream again. And it's one of those games that, and I'll be honest, I was kind of losing, like, oh, what did we stream? I was getting kind of into that, like, it's like burnt out mode of like, what do we do? What's next? You know, everything that we do recently doesn't really hit the spot for me, and it just wasn't hitting the spot. But Dragon Quest just sucker punched me, and in the best way possible. And after day one, I'm still thinking about it. I want to go back to it. I want to keep doing it. And it was a game for the first time, and I think this would make it better. It was a game where I was like, oh, I don't have to think about progression. I can just keep doing this, and it'll be fun. You know? And it just kind of, usually it's like, okay, we have 6-hour streams. We have to see how long the game is. We have to end it because there's going to be a lot of people that are not interested in the specific game. We got to move on. But this one's like, it's just fun to just level them up to level 10, see what the possibilities are of the synthesis, and then just have fun with everybody. Because when we play Dragon Quest Monsters, chat gets one monster, and they get to pick who they breed. And so you guys, the people, chat have one, and then Blue and I have one or two, and it just creates, I don't know, it's just really fun. It's really fun.
And we also figured out that you're really bad at choosing synthesis.
I don't get it because
Chat and I have been pretty good at choosing like really good monsters. Like they chose one that's a really good healer and a buffer, and I chose one that's a good attacker and debuffer, and then you choose a frog.
Well, I thought the frog had a little bit more to it.
No, it was just a frog.
And chat doesn't even get to see. So like in the game, you have the parents, right, selected, and then when you go to the other, you can
actually see what it's gonna turn into. So you can pick and choose. Like you can pick and choose and make sure that the stats are good. So Gray and I can do that. Chat can't do that. They just choose two, and they just randomly have to choose the whatever it turns into.
And somehow
that's even better than his frog.
Their monsters is just better than mine every single time. And I'm still like upgrading in rank because the frog was an upgrade in rank because the monsters are ranked like from G to S.
They haven't upgraded, but it's still better.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
But it's still, it's just such a blast, I think. And it's kind of bringing back what I really, and it helps that the game is just an absolute charming, I fucking love Dragon Quest 11, and it's got that charm.
It's got that same charm.
And it's just a game I can play for hours. No, I'm gonna rephrase that. It's a game that I can stream for hours and hours without. And I think we can stream it well. It's an easy game to stream, and I just really, it pumps me up when people like find this game out. And I hope a lot of people started talking about Dragon Quest 11 after 11 came out in English, and everyone liked it, or a lot of people liked it. And I think Dragon Quest Monsters hopefully will get more people interested in the franchise, because that one deserves it. That so far, apparently there's going to be like frame drops in the next world or whatever, and I've seen I've seen some people silent or like negative, but we'll see. But you know, we're in the party that have backed Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet from day one, and I still fucking love those games, even with all the bugs and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that won't really bother it. Like,
I mean, we're the type of people just like me with Cyberpunk. It's where we can look past the glitchiness and the frame drops. So
yeah, for me it's fine.
We should be okay.
If I'm having fun, I'm good. I mean, like,
if it doesn't honestly, it can still it can shut down my game and also play. So I can't really say if it doesn't break the game. No, even if it's broken, I'll still play it.
Yeah, it's very, very fun. So I'm really interested. So yeah, I think it's an interesting game, and I hope you guys are interested. And we used to talk about games, like what every single game we played, but we kind of stopped doing that in the SOSO podcast just because there's really no point to that. Unless there's a standout thing that kind of affected me outside of stream or about streaming in general, and that was this. This was definitely one that just kind of like sparked joy in streaming.
Sparked joy.
Yeah, just pumped me up, gave me the wings. It was a Red Bull energy drink situation. It was like, oh shit, this is why I like streaming and sharing the game with people. Because nobody knows what the monsters are. We don't know what the monsters are. We don't know what they do, and we're all trying to figure it out together. And it was like, yeah, man, that's what streaming. That's the best part of streaming for me. So, just wanted to mention that because the next month, December edition of this is probably going to be about Game of the Year. A lot of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, which is actually tomorrow. So it's actually tomorrow, an hour after we start streaming, so we can watch it on stream.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that. Okay.
So I'm really, really excited for
That's
that
cool.
too. Yeah. So anyway, so that was pretty much what happened during the month, I'd say, right? Some personal stuff, some stuff on stream, and you guys have asked some questions here on the piss board. So I'm gonna go to the
Discord.
So we're gonna go to the podcast question for the subs for this month and answer the questions you're dying to get answered. Go ahead, Blue.
First one is from Mbot. Now that Ku has been with you guys for some time, are there things that you didn't expect about her, or any unexpected things you guys encountered while taking care of her? And how is Anu getting along with her? We might have answered this in the other one. I don't remember, but some new stuff popped
here's
up.
new stuff. So let's do this one again.
She eats her own poop.
Woo! She's a poo eater.
She's a poo eater.
She's a poo eater and she's a kisser. So let's think about that.
So yeah, she likes to eat poo and then kiss you. So that's something we've been having to deal with. We're trying to change her food because we're thinking maybe it's like a nutrition deficiency thing where it's like she's not getting enough nutrients, so she's trying to get it from poop. Because the thing about dogs is they don't see, their sense of smell and taste works way differently than us. So they see unprocessed food as something edible. So like it's disgusting to us, but it's normal for them. And especially since she's had babies before, it's a very mother dog kind of thing to do, is pick up after herself. So prey doesn't, or like, so predators can't find them and stuff like that. So we're thinking it might be either habitual or it could be a food issue. So we did change her food recently, and hopefully that will help.
Yeah, we asked, my mom knows somebody that's like that went to like dog training, and that's like what her passion is right now. Gave me a call and they're like, yeah, it's a normal thing. It could be one of 6 billion things that, it's either, 1 to like 100 things that could be it. And I was like, okay. And one of it was food. I honestly like blanked out half of the time because there was so much information. But the one thing that I heard was like, did you guys change food? And I was like, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, we did recently. And then she started eating her poo. And then I think that was, sorry if anyone's eating right now.
So we did switch her back to her old food, and hopefully that's helping.
Yeah.
She hasn't eaten it these couple days, so since we switched her back.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's like a permanent thing, and she's just, she doesn't eat it.
And if Ambot, you are watching this in the video podcast right now, and how's Anu getting along with her? They've been sitting on Blue's lap.
No, they left
a long time ago, but at the beginning of
they were sleeping together. Yeah.
At the beginning of the podcast, they were sitting together and they were getting along really well. So I'm really, really
They
glad
sleep
for that.
together a lot now, so it's really cute.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that question. Appreciate it, Ambot. Yuzu floats. Sup? What are you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do if you get canceled by certain people / community? Parentheses, no, this is not happening from me. Okay, so that's a really interesting question. There's nothing we can do if we get canceled.
Yeah.
But it would mostly be, I've always said this, the way that we would be canceled is, well, yours truly would say something either completely out of context or try to, it would be taken out of context, A. B, I would try to say something, but the way that I describe it is absolutely horrendous and I just stumble on my words. C, I try to make a word up on stream. I do one of those like grayisms things because I like mash words in my head because I get too lazy to say a sentence. I'm like the Don Vito of streaming. That shouts out to Viva La Bam. Rest in peace. But if I do that, I'm always afraid that I say something super offensive on accident.
Yeah, like some of the names that you come up with, I always get worried.
Yeah, because I'm not really thinking about that kind of stuff. But I guess that's not the question. The question is, what you guys are gonna do if we get canceled by certain people? I'll say this. There's been moments that we just never mentioned on stream because it's not really, you guys don't need to like, that's not something that we need to share. There have been moments behind the scene where people have tried to cancel us and try to make us stop streaming.
Yeah.
And I think with a lot of streamers it happens, and it's nobody that is on the stream or anything. It's like people that we've like never heard of that is just like will try and threaten us to stop streaming by doing very fucked up things, by saying fucked up things. And in that case, well, first of all, they can't do anything. Because in my head, if you really wanted to hurt us, you wouldn't even tell us beforehand. You would just come and hurt us or do something crazy. But the fact that it's like this warning or like this horse shit like threatening thing is like, they just want attention, and nothing has happened on our end. But it has happened. Some people have tried to like, you know.
So you just deal with it and move on.
Yeah. But if
that's all you can do.
If it happens and we get canceled and it's not our fault, like let's say we get canceled and it's something out of context and a lot of people understand, but it's like, okay, Gray did something stupid, got canceled, got banned on Twitch, can't stream on Twitch, but they're not bad people, we would just move on to a different platform that we can stream on. I think we'd keep on streaming or making content, but it would just be on a different platform. It would probably be the easiest answer, but it's very rare. I just want to put that, it's very rare within our community that somebody, not within our community because that person wouldn't be in our community, but within the space of Blluist, that people like the people that interact with Blluist, that they're harmful. There's a couple trolls here and there, some Thursdays or Friday streams, but like they're not really harmful. They don't on the reg, nothing really happens.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you guys can't get rid of us, okay? Like you guys, we'll be around. We're like little cockroaches. Like if we can't stream here, we'll go somewhere else. So I think that's what we'll be doing. Unless I get canceled for something that it is my fault and I'm just a horrible person, then yeah. I'll tell you right now, if I'm a horrible person and I get canceled, or Blue's a horrible person and gets canceled, get out. Run away as fast as you can. Is my advice. Next question. I just talked for like 10 minutes. Do you have any input?
No, that's pretty much it.
Let's hear Blue's opinion on that.
No, I really don't have an opinion. What you said kind of summed it up, because it's like there's nothing else to really add to it, because you kind of summed everything up in like 30 minutes.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask you, what would you do if you got canceled? What would you do? Even if it's the same answer as me. I want to hear it from your tender voice.
The thing is, I don't think I would get canceled, because I don't think I mean, I'm pretty careful with what I say, but I guess if I do, then I mean, all you can do is apologize and move on, no? There is not much else you could do other than just apologize and move on. So that's probably what I would do.
Can I go on a little tangent about that?
Oh God, what?
About something that I hate.
What?
Or something that, hate is a strong word. Something that it exhausts me is that, you know, like when you just said you apologize, right?
Yeah.
And the apology online, right, is never good enough.
Of course not, yeah.
I don't it's like, it's so hard for someone that makes a mistake. And I'm not saying those people a lot of the times do make a mistake. Don't get me wrong. And they should apologize for it. And they do. And there are people, and I also understand that there are people that apologize in the weirdest ways, where the apology, I'm doing air quotes,
just making excuses
and blaming other things.
Yeah.
Those things are fucked. But there's people that are out there that are like, guys, I really messed up. I'm so sorry. I'll be better. And like, it's just straightforward. And then they're like, you're not apologizing because of what you did. You're apologizing because you got caught. Or like, apology not accepted. Whatever.
Yeah.
And these are the people that don't care about them at all. These are the
Yeah.
people that are like the furthest away and they just want to give them a hard time.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of them. And hate comments are way more highlighted. Hate comments are just like, they got a fucking highlighter for the people that post things. And we know that from firsthand experience that like hateful comments are always like, for some reason, it seems like it's always up in the, like you see it the most. Like that's where your eye goes to. And like, you just see a lot of that. And it's so tiring that people don't believe in forgiveness because it's boring. Do you realize that?
That's the state of the internet, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I said apologize, then move on.
Yeah, and
because it's not gonna be the end, so you're gonna have to move on from it.
Isn't that crazy?
Where it's not gonna, you're not gonna be forgiven. No, because that's just how the internet is. Is people like to drag on things, and people hold grudges, and they want you to. I don't know what you want to. I guess they want you to quit. I guess just disappear.
Like to me, that's like insane. That's
they
like
want people to
maniac
suffer.
behavior to do something like that because it's boring if they don't. It's not that they care. It's not that they actually care about any of this stuff. It's because
no, it's not even because it's boring. It's because they're so negative and they hate the world so much that they want people punished.
No, I don't think they have that much emotion.
No, I think they do.
I think
they definitely do.
I feel like
they just want people to like burn.
They want people to burn, but that's like there's other ways to do it. I just think those people they don't have anything that strongly that they think about. So they want to. And by saying stuff like that, it makes it seem like they have a backbone. But they don't, but they want to. You know what I mean? Like, and the point is like, this whole like apology thing and like there's no forgiveness. Like people do. Don't get me wrong. In the real world, people do. But just like online, it's like second chances are not it's like one hit KO. Never. And it's just like
I mean that's why it's so hard to come back for games too. They won't forgive them for what they released.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
like
it's the same thing. There's still people who hate No Man's Sky. There's still people who hate Cyberpunk because it's still when it got released, it's shit. Quote unquote. So,
but like,
it's the same thing. They just don't. They won't. They can't look past it.
Unnamed game, unnamed dev, that did say something dumb.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
Like it was something really just out of touch, and they, to content creators, and I thought it was like, whoa, what was he saying, right? Saw the reaction, right? Or like saw that he was like wrong, right? And then apologized immediately. Just said, dude, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna be better. I'm sorry. That was just dumb. I'm sorry. Like that was the most like straightforward like apology.
Yeah.
He said, I fucked up. I'll be better. And everyone's like, well, you didn't get, you're not apologizing. How is that not an apology? Like, how is that like I don't get it. Like you're only saying this because you got caught. Well, yeah. There's people that didn't know that was out of touch. You guys put him into touch, and he said sorry.
Yeah.
like what's the process of that? Like, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's no second chance for that guy. No. Just like
no.
But it's not like people actually care. I also understand people actually don't care. They just want to say it to say it.
Yeah.
Want to feel like they have a backbone. Want to feel like they have a stand against it. But it is tiring.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's tiring.
That's one of those things that like makes me want to stay away from the internet, or like that drama. I'm just like scroll, done. So, yeah. Please give us a second chance if we do something stupid.
Next is from Jeremy.
Blue, I want to ask you about that question one more time. Can you?
What's a rarely visited place? Can I read? Can I read? Oh my god, shut up.
Well, that was a good topic. Wasn't that a good topic?
Yeah, but this is like this is like unnecessary 5 minutes of you stretching it out like glue.
I'm not stretching it.
You're definitely stretching it.
Wait, why? Why would I need to stretch it?
I don't know.
It's because I want to talk about it.
No, we did talk about it.
Yeah, I just want to talk about it. And then
you asked again.
Which part? Oh, the last part?
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah, and then now you're okay. Now this is wasted. This is stretching it.
So like, the joke was.
Okay,
we were
so
done with that
next
already?
one. Next question is from Jeremy. He asks, "What's a rarely visited place, prefecture, or city in Japan that you guys think more people should go to, and what do you recommend people to do there?"
A place that people don't go to. Kichijoji, man. Kichijoji in Tokyo is the best. Kichijoji is a city where you can do everything in Shibuya, plus there's nature. I say Kichijoji. I streamed to Kichijoji once.
Yeah.
But I mean, it got featured in like P5, so I think in like Persona and stuff, Royale. So maybe a little bit more people know. There's a lot of good subculture there. There's a lot of good food, a lot of good nature, a lot of things to do.
I mean, I like Asakusa, but everyone goes there.
Which parts of us?
So I'm trying to think. No, actually, no. You guys should go to Yokohama. Honestly, I think, Minatomira is pretty, like, it's a really nice, I think, place. It's right by the ocean. There's like a little, like, you can even get on like a Ferris wheel to see the whole place. It's got lots of like really cute cafes and food areas and lots of shopping complexes, and it's like I mean, it's similar to Tokyo, I guess, but a little bit different vibes where it's a little bit more seaside, I guess. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but I'm not really good at selling places, as you can tell. But Yokohama's great.
What do you like about it?
I just said everything that I liked about it. Why do you keep asking me the same questions?
Because I think you're selling it fine. Oh, also go to Garlic Joe's if you like garlic food in Yokohama Station. That place is amazing. But your breath is going to smell like death afterwards, but Garlic Joe's, shouts out.
Okay, next one.
Vaughn asks, how's Blluist going? You still enjoying it? How's the support? Are commissions going to be a thing in the future? I'd just like to know more about it, how it's going, how it's been going, etc.
It's been going good. I mean, I still like making kumihimo. I definitely want to continue that. And I'm, like I said earlier, I'm trying to figure out if I can get embroidery in there somehow too. So there is that I want to try and see if I can add. I still do enjoy it for sure. It's kind of like every day I have to weigh whether I want to play games or if I want to craft. So it's like it's either or for me right now. Support's good too. I mean, they're selling. The auction's going well. So as long as people still want it, I'll put it up. But yeah.
As a community-driven thing where we don't really promote it outside of the stream and Discord, I would say it's
pretty good.
Very, very like it's successful in that sense.
But one thing I did notice is you guys do not like muted colors, so I have to start making more bright ones. Cause the ones that I like, the really muted, like dull ones that I like, I've noticed that not many people are interested in those.
It could be
so.
You could be at a point where you just ask people, not order made, but people just like, what kind of colors do you guys like, and then you make one out of those, so you can kind of get a good grasp of. It wouldn't be order made, but like.
But I mean, like commissions are something I was thinking of, but I would have to price it a little bit higher. So I don't know if people would be interested.
If you guys have a good idea on how to do commissions and if you want something commissioned by Blue, what would be the best for you guys?
Yeah,
that would be awesome to hear your guys' opinion on how you would want to get that done.
Yeah,
Janai, I think that's. But yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting that. It means a lot.
Because like I said, I really wouldn't mind commissions. I just don't know I don't know what to expect or how to start that, and also I don't really know the price point either. So that's something new that I would kind of need help figuring out too. So
I just got a message on Discord from somebody going, "Hey Gray, is there gonna be a stream today?" I love you guys.
Next question. The names on mine are.
Yeah. So Joran asks. So just to be clear, because you can't. Oh no, you can see it right there. Okay, yeah. So this one is by Joran, as asking, since Lord of the Rings came up in the stream, what's your favorite weapon portrayed in the movies? Mine's got to be the elf elbow from the 5th movie. And
if you're gonna meme about it, can you let me answer first? Because I actually have an answer, and you can do your jokes afterwards. Like that's you're ruining the like. It's a genuine question. It's a great question, and you're ruining it by memeing it and talking about things you don't know. Like, let me answer first.
I don't
know.
You know. There's been a trend recently with with you and me.
What?
Where you don't. Not only do you give me shit.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
You crush me. Like
I have to.
You start going, oh, you're doing this because of A, B, and C. And this, and this is a bit,
yeah.
And you're crushing me.
I have to.
So not only do I go, oh my god, like that was a good one. It's like, oh my god, I'm not funny. This is cringy. I'm gonna like your attacks have become so vicious. It's like, hey Greg, can you stop doing that because that's just stalling? Or, damn. Or like, hey Gary, can you stop doing that not because it's not funny, because a lot of things that I say are not funny. It's like, hey, can you stop doing that because that's a bit, and if you say that bit, this one won't fly. Like, it's like, dude, don't say that. Don't make it seem like everything is like calculated. It's not. Now it just sounds like everything is like, you're just like, can you not do that? If you're gonna meme on it, can you do it afterwards? Because I have an actual answer. That bit is not funny.
Yeah, can I?
You're starting to like snipe me more. Like it's
I am sniping, yeah.
Like,
I have to.
All right, take the floor. What's your Let me ask you again. John asked, since Lord of the Rings came up in the stream.
Do you have to interrupt me so much? Oh my god.
Yo, listen.
Listen.
Yo, listen.
Listen, I was just answering and you decided to talk over me.
You weren't talking, so I just thought, let's refresh the room.
I was.
Sorry, Joran. I'm sorry for Blue's horrible behavior, but here's the answer to your question. What's your favorite portrayed weapon in the movies of the Lord of the Rings that came up in the stream? I couldn't read that. Go ahead.
I really like Arwen's sword, which I know it only appears in the first movie. And she only uses it for like a really short period of time, which is like, I don't know why they did that, but her weapon, her curved sword, the hitless curved sword, long sword, is the coolest one in the movie. And I wish she gave it to Aragorn or somebody so we can see more of it. Yeah. So what's your answer?
Oh, mine's the elf sword from the 4th movie when Frodo. There was a moment when
it's a trilogy, Greg.
When in 3rd movie, did I say 4th?
Yeah,
I meant 3rd movie. Yeah. In the King's Throne, when he takes the ring and then the ring falls on the sword, that was a crazy moment, man.
Okay.
And Sauron was like, yeah.
Sauron?
Chia asks, what is the most hated thing when you were in school? What was the most hated thing by people? What was the most my school was very wholesome. It was just, I had a problem in high school where I was like, me against the world, man. And then it was just like, it was just in my head. It was in my head the whole time. But I feel like my school is just in general very wholesome and understanding, and there was no like real bullying happening. It was just all in my head. So I would say the most hated thing, there was the cool kids doing, illegal stuff. There were the nerds doing nerdy shit. The gamers doing the gamers. Music kids doing music. I would say it was pretty wholesome. Oh, we hated the most hated thing was probably our vice principal.
No.
Yeah, we hated her. She was just like, she just wanted to torment us.
For me, in middle school and high school, it was anime and manga. Was most hated. Yeah, I remember like I actually brought manga to lend my friend, and someone like I've never talked to like saw me giving it to my friend And he like actually gave me like stink eye and be like, why are you spreading that? And it's like, what? I remember that he specifically said, why are you spreading that?
Oh my god.
And it was so weird. So yeah, it was like anime and manga was like really frowned upon in my school. Like it was the most uncool thing to do to get into that. So you had to kind of hide it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people could relate to that.
Yep.
Because I remember when we even started streaming, people were like, I have to, being called a weeb now is being more normalized. And fuck yeah, we're taking the edge off of that. But depending on where you live, that's just on the internet.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live, being called a weeb is still an extremely offensive thing.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's a really bad stereotype for that. It came out as like an insult, not a compliment.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And we try our best here at the Blluist Network to use that word to normalize and say it's okay and just try to take the edge off of it, because it's like, be a weeb. Fuck it, let's go. Like, why not? You like Japanese culture. Like, we should make that word less offensive and more of like a I like Japanese culture word. If there's a different word for it that's better and easier to say and funnier word, that's better, but that's crazy that people are like against that.
Yep.
Why are you spreading that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. So yeah, it was really weird.
The weeb virus.
Yeah, I was spreading a virus.
Wow. Hopefully times have changed. I haven't been in school. I don't know what it's like. But
Yeah.
Do you think at your old school it's still like that?
Probably not.
There's probably like 3 anime clubs by now or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Japan club?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Yokoso club. But, but yeah, for me it was just vice principal. What's the news on Patreon? We haven't really done anything.
Talking about book club?
Are we gonna get? When is that gonna? We have just so much things. Like
We just have so much stuff that we're doing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we really appreciate people that support the Patreon. I know we haven't really posted anything there. We used to do Q&As every month, but there was a point where we had, we have this, and also it just seemed like it was doubling up. If there's any like monthly stuff that you guys want to see or anything like that, we're more than happy. I think about Patreon a lot with the book club too, but it's just really hard to differentiate and give meaning to something. And knowing my dumbass brain, I just go, I'll just stream it, and then I'll do an imp stream. So I need to think of more.
I mean, I do want to start book club. I have a lot going on. Sorry.
Yeah. But the people that are just supporting that, even though there's no new content all the time, I really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can think of something.
Yeah.
I guess that's a New Year's goal, right? That's something that we can go for the New Year's.
Yeah, maybe for January.
Yeah.
'Cause we'll take a few days off, so maybe I can plan everything then.
What's gonna be first book? We already have some good recommendations for the first book, right? That'd be interesting to see. Thanks for asking that question too. It keeps us on our knees and our feet of like what we need to do.
Keeps us on our knees.
Keeps us on our knees so I can blow Vaughn. But
Jesus.
Keeps us on our feet. See, that's the shit that's gonna get me canceled.
You know, my parents might even listen to this. You're
Hello,
aware of that,
hi.
right?
I mean, dude, it's way too late for that. Your parents are so supportive. They hang out on the streams, and I think it was like day 2 that I saw that. I was like, it's over. If they say don't marry this man after watching stream, it's like, I understand.
And there's not much you can say.
Yeah. So there's also, I can't stop myself when I'm online, you know? So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm also thinking of something we can do with merch right now. I don't know if I have a words.
Christmas?
Yeah, I want to do like a really subtle collection.
Make an ugly Christmas sweater?
I can't. That's a lot of work and a lot of drawing that I can't do.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If you guys are interested, go check out that merch store. If you guys are tier 2s and tier 3s on Twitch or a Patreon member, you guys get a discount. So, on the merch. So, it's really cool stuff. I hope you guys like it. Again, thank you always for supporting the channel. And if you guys check this out, thank you guys so much. And we'll see you guys at the end of the year roundup. Damn it, man. We're already at the end of the year. It's it, dude.
Yeah.
So next title. How was 2024? 3.
You mean, yeah, we'll see you in 2024.
I can't talk today. We'll see
Bye,
you
guys.
guys on stream. Take care.